Yeah, I'm at the Merredin Peak. Hopefully it's not too windy for this camera today. It's Jack again. We're going to try and do some metal detecting actually on the rock, because there's a little picnic area up there. We'll see how we go, and hopefully the wind's not too much. Yeah, this is my first hole for the day. As you can see, we've only travelled a few metres from the car. I'll try and film everything I find for you today. I found this little fire pit, and all I found in that was just a tiny little piece of metal. So it always is a good idea to search around people's fire pits, because they do drop coins and that when they're sitting there. And this is a kit I'm using today, my little shovel, my sifter, and my bag. And I've got the watch on the side of the bag so it doesn't go off when I'm scanning over the machine. Yeah, I'm at my second hole for the day. As you can see, that shovel can dig nearly 8 inches at a time. And that'll take it. And all I found this time, I think, is the back of a bullet. Yeah, just digging around this old fire. This fire must have been at least 10 years ago, because there's plants growing in it now. And just dug a hole about 1 inch deep. Found a cap, one cap, and a bit of foil. And over here I found another bottle top. So there's a heap of bottle tops around here. And if you look really carefully over here, it's a 10-cent piece. And that's actually laying on the ground. So that's why you should always check around fireplaces. Yeah, I can't get that thing to focus, but yeah, it's a 10-cent piece. So you should always check the old fireplaces. I'll just show you. The bush is here. Now, you can see where they've had the fire, but over the decades, and I'd say a good decade, nature's taken it back. Now you can't see the car, but it's 20 metres that way. The nearest path is about 10 metres that way. What actually drew me into here was a little tip I picked up from losttreasures.com, and that's Billy. He said always search around where there's glass, with glass and fires and that. So I spotted this glass here, this glass around here, and when I was walking up the path, I'll show you the path that I was coming from. I spotted all this glass, and there's glass everywhere here, and as you can see, there's the track I was on. So when you spot, and that was a hole I dug before, and all I found in that was a tiny little screw, which I'll show you that screw now. That hole was only 1 inch deep, and that's the screw I found in that one. But all through here, there's signs of people and camps. We got just buried in here, that there, I don't know if you can see it, on the ground there, that's a bit of metal wiring. Now I found that coming up from near the railway house, and it seems to go all the way through this bush. It's really hard to see it, but it's running a straight line. Now, there used to be a pumping station up the top, so it needed a power line back in the 1940s, and that's possibly what that is. But as you can see, I've gone off the beaten track a bit, but we'll keep searching. Yeah, bear with us, the wind is quite bad here. That's where I found the 10-cent piece. Taking the scanner over it, it's showing up, it's showing that there's still silver in there, so it could be a bottle cap or more coins. So, here's the pinpointer, and the pinpointer. Okay, as you can see, I don't own a pinpointer, so we do dig quite big holes, and this is what I just dug up in it. It's a 5-cent piece, and it was really near that 10-cent piece, so I'll keep searching. There could be some more here. That's the hole from above. Nice big pile of dirt that I've got to put back in. We just go over it again, and no signs of coins. You do have to be careful when you're close to your shovel. See, you can always get confused signals from your shovel, so keep that away. Definitely no more coins in that spot, but it's got a big fallen over tree in that here, so they might have had a camp. So I'll just keep searching around this bush, and I'll see what else I can find. See, that's telling me that's a coin, but that's actually a tiny bit of metal sitting on the ground. Pick that out the way. and it's definitely that bit of metal. Alright, I'll keep searching with 15 cents, Richard. Yeah, it's me again. Okay, I've got to the rock. I'm only about 80 metres from the car, but it's taken me 45 minutes scanning around here. Hopefully the wind doesn't affect this, but I'll show you the rock. Now, up on top of that rock, there's a flat plateau, heaps of trees, and a picnic seat. And there was a pump station up there in 1943 as well. So we'll climb to the top of the rock and scan up there. Alright, I'll do my best to keep the wind off this. We've had an inch of rain last night and we're expecting some heavy storms this afternoon. It's just lunchtime now. Over there, you might see it on the horizon there. That's our wind farm right on the horizon. Now, I was coming up here to check out the forest. You'll just spot my car down there. That's where I just climbed up to. Now what you get up here, this is halfway up the rock, and you have a forest over that rise. You get the seat. Now I'll just show you this bit here. Hopefully the wind doesn't stuff this around. It's your first sign. There's grass everywhere here. Alright, I better keep climbing before that rain gets here. Alright, as you can see with this hole, just dug down it, you get out an inch and you hit the granite. That's the forest area. Hope the wind doesn't get to this. The chair is just there under those trees. That's the chair. And what I just found in this hole, I'll show what it is. It's not actually a bottle top, but it's a piece of iron of some sort. It's coming up as tin. I'm no metallurgist, so I don't know what it is. But it's rubbish. Might be half a pull tab. But you can't complain when you've only got to dig an inch. And there'll be more rubbish up here, but hopefully I'll find a coin. Okay, as you can see I'm at the seat. That's the way I've come up there. These trees I was telling you about. There's heaps of trees here. We still haven't got to the top of the peak yet. That's the top of the first part of the peak. And over there on the horizon is the other one. There's a nice little forest in between it. Now, I've gone around one side of the seat, found nothing. Just come around the other side and I'll show you the hole I dug. It's only a small hole. It's just a little metal cap. No coins, no diamond rings, but we'll keep searching. And just had a beer out of that hole. It's only an inch deep, only small. And some of these funny cap things that I can't figure out what they are. But it comes up around the 5-cent piece on the US coin, which is where you find the 14 karat gold. It's only an inch deep. We're just down the back side of that park bench. This is a nice attic area, and you can see little concrete blocks there. Now that is a bit of a long story. There's a pump station just there on the ridge. They would pump water down there and it would go somewhere in that direction into the hospital site, which is the tree line on the horizon there. I want to follow that one day because on one side of it 600 people slept in tents, and the other side was all the hospital wards and offices. Now the offices you can find because they've got concrete slabs. The tents you can't find, they're buried in that tree line wherever they slept. Alright, I'm at the ruins of the pumping station. Very windy up here, so I won't film much. I just found a nut. I reckon I'll find a heap of those up here. It's very shallow soil, and you've got a concrete pad around the whole area. The view up here is terrific. So the tents are to the left of that screen, I think. You can see that path down there. And when you go to the Australian War Memorial site, you can actually see that road as well. Tents were to the left of that. Yeah, I've finished my detecting for the day. That was about 2 hours. 10 cent, 5 cent, some metal, 2 of those caps, a bit of tin, and a screw. I didn't collect all the bottle tops and that, just fill my pockets up. I just thought I'd collect a little bit of junk and we'll finish for the day.